Welcome back, everybody, to Not Safe for Work Nerd. I am the LA Nerd, Joel Reeves, and yes, I will be drinking, and yes, I will be cursing, and yes, my beard is gone, and yes, I do have a mustache. That's not the point of the episode, though, even though it doesn't look bad. D23 just happened. I know this video is a little late. Your boy's been busy. I want to talk about the most important things that came out of D23. Look, there was a lot of shit. You know, I'm not going to be talking about the animated films. I'm not going to be talking about, like, the Clone Wars cartoon from the Star Wars side. I'm not going to be talking about the Anna Kendrick Santa's sister movie, whatever the fuck. Really? Do we need that? But I want to talk about the things that you know that I care about, and I know that you care about, and that's why you're here. We're going to start with Marvel. Now, the first thing that happened, not the biggest news, they had a Black Panther panel, and Ryan Coogler just came out and said, the movie's happening, and the release date is May 6, 2022. I guarantee you that didn't get the biggest wahoos in the world. Not that Black Panther 2 is not going to be exciting, but come on. You got to give us more than that. What the fuck? And I want to know why it's 2022. This is the longest break we've had between sequels ever. I think the longest we've had is 3. It's been for multiple Marvel movies. Some of them 2 years. This one is 4. And I don't know why. But, you know, whatever. It's coming. We're going to watch it. It's going to be good. That's all that really matters. The next thing, also kind of small news, Kit Harington is going to be in the Eternals. Woo! We had thought, by we the internet, I didn't think this. This is like a collective we. Maybe he's going to be Wolverine. Thank God he's not, first of all. And also he's not. He's going to be the Black Knight, which is a character from the Eternals. I don't know who that is. I've said this in previous episodes. I'm not sure I'm not familiar with the Eternals comic book, so that's the news on that one. He's gonna be in it, and he's probably gonna be, McQueen. He's gonna be saying things in a Scottish accent, probably. We did get a really cool WandaVision poster. Now, at the Comic-Con event, WandaVision was one of the ones that I was not the most excited for. Even though it was going to tie into Multiverse of Madness, I was still kind of like, meh, I don't know. You haven't really sold me on this one yet. But seeing this poster, it's a very 50s sitcom-y type poster, which plays in what they told everybody at D23 was this was going to be a Dick Van Dyke sitcom mixed with a blockbuster Marvel film, which that kind of sold me right there. They're bringing in Kat Dennings and Randall Park from across the MCU. So this is clearly an alternate reality that Wanda has created, because as far as I know, she's had no interaction with Kat Dennings whatsoever. And the poster is a very 50s, again, Dick Van Dyke-ish setting, where they're sitting on the couch, her and Vision, in regular clothes. It's, we live in this beautiful home. We're watching the tube. And behind them, the shadow cast by the light of the television is Vision's shadow, like the actual superhero Vision. And then Scarlet Witch. And not just Wanda Maximoff, who we've seen in all these movies as Scarlet Witch. I'm talking, it's the Horns shadow. It is the classic Scarlet Witch costume, which leads me even further to believe, and now there are people all over the internet catching on to this, that it's going to be a House of M type event where she breaks, creates multiple universes, and that's probably how it ties into Multiverse of Madness. We've talked about this, so we're not going to get into it. The cool thing is that it's the classic Scarlet Witch costume, which I thought they would have brought in a lot sooner. They didn't, but they're doing it now, so we can all be thankful for that, at least. Now, look, the biggest thing from D23 is that we thought we got all of Phase 4 at Comic-Con. Oh, did we think that? And we were wrong. They announced 3 more television shows for Phase 4. That's right, Disney Plus series She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, and motherfucking Moon Knight. It was so cool, I bet. I wasn't there. House probably didn't come down like it did for the whole Phase 4 announcement, but I bet it was still fucking awesome. Let's jump into these characters real quick. I just want to blaze through this because we've got a lot of other shit to talk about. She-Hulk, a.k.a. Jessica Walters. We've kind of touched on this when I talked about Spider-Man Far From Home. The ending of Spider-Man Far From Home could have led easily into a Jessica Walters situation. She's a lawyer. She could have helped Peter Parker throughout his trials and tribulations of the fallout from Spider-Man Far From Home. The logo's super cool. It's like the Hulk logo with like a spray-painted she above it. Super cool. Super pumped for it. But that's all we know. Ms. Marvel is the next thing coming up. Kamala Khan, baby. She is the 4th incarnation of the Ms. Marvel moniker. She is in... We don't say this word. She's an Inhuman. Yes, we know there was the Inhuman show. It's that dude from Game of Thrones was in it. We get it. It was bad. She's an Inhuman. She's got shape-shifting abilities, and she becomes Ms. Marvel. First Pakistani superhero, which is exciting. Super diverse. They're really branching out, especially with Eternals. And I really, really, really am excited to see this Inhuman done correctly this time. I'm looking at you, ABC. You fucked it up. Like She-Hulk and like Moon Knight, we don't know anything else about it. But it's happening, and Kamala Khan is super badass, and I'm kind of excited for it. If you haven't read the Kamala Khan run of Ms. Marvel, you should do it. It's super new. It's super short. There's not a lot to catch up on like there is for Moon Knight. So blaze through it. You're going to love it, and then you will have kind of a sneak peek on what's coming up for the show. Speaking of Moon Knight, this is something that there's a lot for. Some of the best have written them. Ellis, Bendis, Bemis. Moon Knight is Mark Spector, possessed by an Egyptian god named Khonshu. He is schizophrenic. He's got multiple personalities, and he's like a more badass Batman. And he wears white, so you know that he's coming for you. He doesn't want to hide in the shadows, Batman. Moon Knight. I think the best thing to come out of this news so far are the memes. Isn't it always the memes the best thing to come out of most things, namely the sad Spider-Man split? The memes were good, and the memes were even better for this. I will try to put one up on the screen. I'm not the best at editing. Holding for sound. I will try to put one up on the screen for you. Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't. Who knows? It's my show. Fuck you. I'll try, though. I will. It is a hilarious meme of Moon Knight walking into Dracula's castle being like, Dracula, I know you're in here, you big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money? I died, and I showed this to everybody for like 4 days. If Moon Knight doesn't get a Blade crossover where he meets Dracula and calls him a big fucking nerd, I'm going to be upset. They've already confirmed that the Disney Plus series are not going to be rated R, so he's not going to be calling him a big fucking nerd. But if he can call him a big nerd, I'll be happy enough. Look, there's a little character we're going to be talking about later that's kind of getting the same treatment. A mini-series, a television show. People are always like, well, we wanted a Moon Knight movie. We wanted a Moon Knight movie. What's better than 2 hours of Moon Knight? 10 hours of Moon Knight. This was 4 hours. I get it. 10 hours of Moon Knight is even better. I'm excited to see this character fleshed out over an entire series as opposed to just the 2-hour movie. And you should be excited about it too. Really. But I digress. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to move on to Star Wars. Everybody knew that Star Wars was going to be a huge draw at D23. We thought the Phase 4 news was over. Clearly it wasn't. We got some cool things. But people were there for Star Wars. We'll go one by one. I was going to name them off, but this is more dramatic. We'll start with The Mandalorian. We got a full Mandalorian trailer, and God damn it, it was cool. It was so fucking badass. I was already excited for the show. If I'm not more excited, just fucking murder me. I am more excited. Please don't kill me. We just saw so many cool things. It starts out with stormtroopers' heads through pikes. Clearly, the Outer Rim is not Empire-friendly. And they said anything wasn't going to be rated R. This is hard PG-13. I will bet you that. The trailer is cool. It's very music heavy, not a whole lot of dialogue. There's a little bit at the end, but it's a lot of just really sexy visuals. We see ATSTs in war. We see the Mando like grab a dude with like a grappling hook, start pulling him through a doorway, hit blast the control panel, and as it goes up to cut him in half, it cuts away. Tell me again how this isn't gonna be rated R? I don't get it. I'm okay with hard PG-13. I am. Okay, all right, I'll say it. I'm okay. Breathe. It'll be fine. It looks badass, though. The dialogue from Werner Herzog is like, it's hard to be a bounty hunter, don't you think? And you're like, yeah, no shit. So, like, I would have liked some other kind of dialogue in it, but it was exciting. The visuals were just fucking beautiful. The poster of him with the gun in the air walking through the suns is super cool. We're just going to get what we've always known, a Western in the Star Wars universe, and the Mandalorian seems to be fucking badass. Is he ever going to take that mask off? We don't know. Go watch the trailer so you can squee like I did. Speaking of squeeing, Episode 9 did not have a trailer, but they kind of did what they'd done for The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. They gave us a little featurette before the trailer. I would say a trailer gives away plot points and dialogue, and a featurette is just like, hey, jizz about these images for a while. And jizz I did. There are some of the most beautiful Star Wars images I've ever fucking seen in this featurette. We see the whole cast reunited, walking into what looks like a giant desert party festival with colors against the like light brown desert background, which is just beautiful. We see images of the rebellion dropping out of hyperspace with their fucking X-Wings and their other ships, and we see what looks like a shot of at least a couple hundred Star Destroyers, very menacing. And Jesus, if I saw one Star Destroyer, I'd shit myself. If I saw 50, I'd shit myself. If I saw 200, I'd probably just kill myself so I didn't have to fucking deal with them. There's a shot of a giant red laser beam fucking what looks to be destroying a planet. Is this Starkiller base back again? I wouldn't be okay with it, but I wouldn't put it past them. We see C-3PO, say that 3 times fast, with war eyes. Holding for sound. He comes up with war eyes. They're red. We've never seen any other mode activated within C-3PO before. But what if he fucking murders somebody? What if we get to see C-3PO, I said it again, fight something? That would be so fucking cool. If he was just like, you know what, I've done all I've needed to do being a regular droid, protocol droid. What if I fucking kill somebody? And he just like goes off on a rampage. I am here for it, and I want it to happen. We see Rey training herself, maybe with Force Luke, who knows, on what could be the moon of Endor, who knows, throwing her lightsaber, catching it after it cuts down a couple trees. I don't think we've seen Force throw saber before. We've seen Luke throw a lightsaber in Return of the Jedi, but I don't know if he caught it afterwards or if it just cut the bridge down and then he like went and picked it up. Unclear. This could be the first time we've seen a Force saber throw, and I'm fucking here for it. Then we see a shot of this gigantic, watery explosion of waves on some wreckage. Rey and Kylo start to lightsaber battle. This to me kind of seems like the wreckage of the Death Star. You can quote me on that. I don't know why I'm trying to be coy. I think it's the wreckage of the Death Star, and if we get to see that fucking fight, it'll be fucking awesome. And then, after all of these sexy fucking images we get, where the Emperor go, your time has almost come to an end. Whatever the fuck he says. And that's over black. Whoosh pan in. Rey in a hood with 2 red lightsabers. Oh no shit, pull back. Those 2 lightsabers unfold like a goddamn Swiss Army knife into a double-bladed lightsaber. Fuck! What? What? Fuck. Evil Rey? We don't know. Is she a clone? Has she always been a clone? Is it Rey versus Rey? Is it evil Rey versus regular Rey? Regular Rey. It sounds like Rachel Rey. Is it a dream? Is it a Force vision? We don't fucking know. But believe me that I want to fucking know. and I cannot wait for this shit. All right, look, this video is already way too long. I wanted to make it short, but here we are. There was a lot of information. I guess I could have broken it down, Marvel, Star Wars, but I didn't, and it's fine. Maybe if I stop taking beer breaks. Yeah, right. The last thing that happened at the Star Wars panel was Ewan McGregor came out on stage. Fanboys jizzed themselves because they knew what was coming. So fuck all you fanboys that have said all over the internet the entire week, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. It happened. Ewan McGregor came out on stage. He said, ask me if I'm going to play Obi-Wan again. She said, are you going to play Obi-Wan again? He said, yes. Fanboys all over the world died with happiness, and all of you haters out there can suck a dick. But for us, the people that love it and knew it was going to happen and are happy that it's happening, what the fuck are we going to get? They said it's going to take place 8 years after Revenge of the Sith, so clearly Obi-Wan's got some kind of PTSD about presumably murdering his friend on Mustafar, failing his master Qui-Gon Jinn in the role of training the boy. He goes into hiding. He takes Luke to Tatooine. What the fuck happens next? Is it all going to be on Tatooine? Are we going to get to see him traveling the Outer Rims, kind of like Mandalorian? Are we going to see him fight Darth Vader? Do we see... This is well into after Anakin has become Darth Vader, so are we going to see that? Are we going to see the Ahsoka Tano type fight where she cuts half of his mask off, sees it's Anakin, and freaks out? Do we get that? Is that the season finale? Or is he going to be fighting Inquisitors the whole time, trying to avoid Order 66 the whole time? Or is there another villain, like a new person? It's not going to be Darth Maul. Everybody thinks that, but if you've watched Rebels, they haven't spoken in, a gazillion years. But we don't know. Obviously, I'm going to make probably a dozen more videos on this subject as time goes on, as we get this information. But the cool thing is that we got the information. It's happening. And just like Moon Knight, 10 or 8 hours of Obi-Wan is way better than 2 hours of Obi-Wan, where then we have to wait another year for 2 more hours of Obi-Wan. And not just Obi-Wan, guys. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. Fuck me. That's going to be so cool. I just hope we get more Darth Vader. I hope that we get really badass Darth Vader fight scenes with Ewan. Fuck it. Bring Hayden back. That would be cool. The fight between them in episode 4, too slow, of the time, because of the times. Episode 3, a little too flashy, a little too CGI. I want like a really fucking badass Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight scene to just sink my teeth into. And I know that you do too. Let's just be thankful that we're getting it at all. And we'll talk about it later. Thank you guys so much for watching Not Safe for Work Nerd. I am the LA Nerd, Joel Reeves, and you can find me all over social media at I'm the LA Nerd. Please like and subscribe this video. I said last time if I get even a few followers, subscribers each time, it helps. And I got like 10 last time, which was super helpful. Let's make it again happen this week, guys. Please, look, I love talking at you about this stuff, but I want to talk with you about this stuff because that's what I love doing the most. So please comment on this video, and we can talk about what you're most excited about, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Obi-Wan. Let me know. Thanks, you guys, so much for watching. Later, nerds.